Speed looks okay-ish, and we're online on all platforms. So, yeah, I managed to speak to Restream, and that was it. There was a small issue on my end, and there was an issue on their end with the API. So I had to reconnect YouTube back up to the streaming platform, and now it works. And we're live on Twitch, on Facebook, on Boss Joyce's page, and on the YouTube, and we're actually live. That's good.
Hallelujah.
Did you invite me?
I invited you. Yes, I am the host.
Okay.
Since, right, everyone is in the Philippines, right? Yeah. Everyone is in the Philippines, including me, so it's no problem that I would be the one
Yep,
being
that makes sense.
the lobby holder.
Yep.
Anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, good evening and welcome to the stream. I'm going to get the link sent out in a minute and let everybody know that we are live. Just doing that now. And yeah, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, Rayash?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just, not really doing much. How do I say this? I've been watching a new anime
Nice.
that just came out
Nice.
last week.
Any good?
It's phenomenal, man. Like, it
That's
made me
cool.
cry.
Whoa.
It is only one episode.
Wow.
It's only one episode.
Good stuff, good stuff. I'll have to check it out. You can let me know what it is at some point. Sent the links in the chat. And
I'm pretty sure you heard of it if it's gone viral. Oshinoko.
I haven't heard of it yet,
you
but
heard
I've
it?
been so super
Okay.
busy. But I'm sure it will come across my radar soon. And we're just waiting for Ken to get online, and we will be able to get started with this match. I'll let all the viewers know what the match is. It's game 1 of day 2. We have Tag Inc. 1 in the blue and Miliano 2 in the red. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Kitso Good has won Tag Guild the final twice in Season 1 and Season 2. And Ken has come really close a couple of times. So, should be a good match. Should be a good match for sure.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it considering... Yes, yesterday was a disaster in terms of connections and the streaming and such, so I didn't get a catch up on the rest of the teams.
Yeah, I should update people on how the matches went. We have one match
Yep.
that's going to be a rematch because there was some funny business. But Mojo1 took game 1. New Guild versus BGR finished with BGR going through. And then Tag Inc. 2 managed to get through over Crypto Miliano 1. So we've already got 2 games kind of fully lined up for tomorrow's action. But there actually is one rematch, which is B4G and Glory Guild 2. Which is good. That will be all sorted, and there will be a result for that as well. Just checking the stream chat, checking if anybody's come over here already yet. I see a good few people watching on the Facebook. Hello to you guys. Good stuff. The chat actually just died on me, so I'm going to try and open Restream in a new tab. And hopefully I can get the chat working. There we go. It's fine. Good stuff. I actually had to drop the kick. We can't use kick because they only allow 1080p streams.
1080.
Yeah, so and we stream.
Man, it sounds like a lot of work.
We stream in
trying to get this. Yeah.
Yeah, we stream in 1440p, and so because kick doesn't allow 1080, you'd then have to transcode, and transcoding costs extra money. So we decided against going.
No more, no less.
Yeah.
Not even 720.
The problem with they allow. Oh, they do allow less, but they don't allow more, which is a problem. Right. I've let Ken know he's got to be getting in the lobby pretty soon. I'm going to get my microphone sorted out because I think I'm a little quiet. There we go. That should be better. I'm not sure. I might be too loud now. No, it looks...
You're kind of louder, but like, yeah, it's fine.
It looks good on the level bar, and then when you speak, your levels go roughly this... Well, yeah, the same as my levels, so... Looks good.
So I'm heard loud and clear?
You should be.
Alright.
When you speak quietly, you're not. So, yeah, definitely speak up. Nice one. Ken's getting online. I'll see if he is yet.
So, what are the matches are we going to have today?
Good questions. We have quite a few lined up for us. I will move us over to the bracket on screen so the viewers can see. All of the games are in order this time, and you can actually see the loot box tickets on screen as well there. So that's good stuff. And yeah, we have Tag Inc. 1 versus Crypto Miliano 2. That was game 1, as I mentioned. Then we have BGR 1 versus New Guild 2. Those guys have played each other a few times. Somehow the bracket and the seeding is always random, but they've managed to come up against each other quite a lot. The Glory Guild 1 and B4G2. And finally, the last game of the day, 10xGG 1 and Mojo 2. That will settle everything for round 1, and we'll move on to round 2 tomorrow.
That's nice. That is nice. We should be having our people ready by now.
Yeah, yep, we should be. One of them's, I think he's going to be online any second. Let me see. Yeah, I was a little bit late in getting them started today. Here we go. Bogart's logging in. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Alright, so yeah, I'm really eager to watch these matches because I'm really interested in the current meta since the last season.
Yeah, it's been about a month and a half, which is long for us. How's the meta changed since then?
I wouldn't say change, more like there's a lot more options to be made now.
Right. Makes sense.
A lot more options in terms of heroes and decision making, and in terms of the battlefield. If you've been watching the leagues, we had a couple views on MPL, PH, and such on the professional scene. Yeah, it's like extremely interesting. Like, literally anything can happen in terms of the hero picks.
Very nice.
And
that's what
you
we
want to
like.
do in your lineups. Diversity. Yeah.
Oh wait, I had a song playing this whole time whilst we were talking. I need to listen to that back to see if we were hearable, but we might have been talking over it. It's good. It's good. It's a good song. Yeah, good stuff. And everybody's in the lobby now. Well, both captains are, so it shouldn't be long till we get started. Nice.
Yeah, hopefully everything will be fine.
Yeah, nice. And yeah, as you can see up on screen, we have some trophies for this season. Ray Ash is going to be picking the MVP from the final.
Yes,
so
sir.
that will be Season 6 MVP. And then obviously we have gold, bronze and silver. Trophies as well for the first, second and third place teams. So more to play for. The prize pool's the same, but these NFTs will stay on your profile forever, and they will get you entrance into winners only tournaments, and then in the future MVP only tournaments. So we're looking forward to doing some interesting stuff with that as well.
Just MVP. It's like I'm only gonna vote for one MVP in the finals.
Yeah, one MVP. I think we can do like
So
I think we can. Yeah. So we'll do MVP of the winning team, like the literal finals MVP, And then you can also pick an MVP for the for the losing side as well in the final for the second place. Obviously, the actual match MVP is going to tell us something about that, but someone might be MVP in 2 games versus someone being MVP in 1 game, but then they were really strong in the other. Like, it's going to be complicated and fun, so whoever gets it will have definitely earned it for their team.
Oh, so what you're saying is like a 1v1 since the MVP of the winning game versus the losing game? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, so what we'll do over a long period of time is build up many MVPs. And then in the future, there'll be an MVP-only tournament. It might be 1v1. We might also do like random duos. There's a few different fun ways. That tournament will be more for fun and less for competitive.
Something that's
right.
at stake.
Right. Yeah, there'll definitely be a prize pool, but it's still...
Because if you're... You go on.
Yeah, there'll definitely be a prize pool, but it's definitely more for fun.
I felt like if it's MVPs only, like if I think there was like 5v5, we're gonna have to wait for like 10 more seasons to make it a 5v5.
Right?
You know
No, we
mean?
won't. We probably won't do 5v5. Maybe duos, maybe 1v1, something like that.
Even so, like someone can get like 2 MVPs in like.
That's true.
Seasons,
that's
so
true. If it takes a long time, that's not a problem because we'll also have the gold, silver, and bronze medals for winners tournaments. So, yep, the MVP tournament might take a little while to come to fruition, but that's fine. We're in it for the long term. All right, cool. Why have these guys swapped sides? That's annoying.
Remind me. Who should be on the first side again?
The blue side should be tagging. Yeah. I will. I'll let them know.
I'll try to. Okay.
I'll let them know. They won't mind. Because they know that I have to set up the stream cover and everything. So like the team sides are kind of important. Otherwise I have to flip everything on the fly. Alright, there shouldn't be too long now before these guys are all fully ready. I'm going to leave you all with the bracket up whilst I check in on them on Discord. Alright. It looks like we're good. Me and Ray Ash, my co-host, are ready. The teams, they look ready. I believe we can start. I think they're waiting for me to say it, so I will.
Not everyone is ready based on the check marks. Now they are. Yep, gotta make sure everyone is ready now.
Yep, looks good.
Alright, let's get this match started.
I'm gonna go over and check on the chat. Hey, Song Official. He's cheering on Tag Guild. Let's go, Tag Guild are in the first game. Although, as you can see at the top, they have been rebranded. We have changed our name to Tag Inc. We do still have Tag Guild, but Tag Inc. is like everything we do. So, here come the first pick.
Finally, a properly broadcasted match that we can cast.
Yes, looking forward to it. The internet's holding up. We're live on all the channels. Good stuff. So, early bans.
Yep, the Edith and the Faramis. Edith is a really kind of a new addition in the meta, at least in terms of ranked games. Not a lot in the professional scene, but Edith is still a force to be reckoned with, as well as the Faramis.
And then an R-Lot.
You wouldn't go wrong. And the R-Lot, man, no changes.
Yeah, and then a Joy. This is stuff we see banned quite often.
Banned quite often in the ranked games and in last season. But they're gonna favor this burst damage with the Karita first pick.
Good stuff.
It is a flex pick though, because you can either put her in the mid lane or on the roaming position.
Nice. It's always good to have that, flexibility in your early picks because it gives you more options to choose from later, right?
More options, and they would have to guess on which heroes are going to go on which lane.
Right. Good stuff. Yep. Some early sneaky tactics going on and some good picks. Nothing out of the ordinary yet, right?
Not really. I wouldn't say ordinary because Papa Nakupa, I don't really see him that much.
Fair.
Usually on the gold lane, as well as the Badang. In terms of professional scene, I don't see Badang in a lot, in a lot of games. He is kind of annoying in your ranked games, but in this setting, you don't really see him. You don't really see him a lot in the XP lane. So I'm really kind of surprised that he got a pick here, as well as the Nana. So. Not in my standards of professional play, but like, hey, I'm excited to see what they have in store to throw at each other.
For sure, that's kind of why it's interesting. We sometimes get some slightly different picks, although there are a couple of players in this tournament who just have like their favorite character, and they never really try and go elsewhere.
That's what you call comfort picks.
For sure.
The second phase of the bannings is the Fredrin and the Kaja. Fredrin is still one of the most deadliest, or at least most effective junglers, by the way. Could be picking the XP, but nowadays he is a jungler with the amount of damage and the amount of tankiness that he can endure while he is trying to contest the objectives. So they're gonna respect that, as well as the Kaja ban. You wouldn't go wrong with a pickoff. Because the lineup of Tag Inc. has a lot of pickoff. You have the Karita and the Badang for the burst damage.
Good point.
On the second phase, he started off with the Martis. Oh damn! Okay, Alice in the jungle.
Okay.
That's one of the newer picks that has been like getting a rise of use nowadays. Alice.
You love to see it. Some different stuff going on than we've seen in previous tournaments. I'd just like to give a quick shout out to all our viewers on Twitch, on Facebook, on Boss Joyce's page, and on the YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let's cheer on Tag Inc. And obviously I can't be too biased, so let's cheer on Miliano as well.
Yes. So they picked up the Eve, which reveals the place of the Karita. Karita will be on the roaming position, while the Eves will be on the mid lane. On the other side, they answered back with the Atlas. That's a really good pick to put Atlas in last to make sure that there's no Diggy or any type of support that can mitigate the effects of the Fatal Links.
Right.
So Atlas, Yeah, Alice is a smart pick right there, especially if you really want to get those full-on team fights and they don't have any options to escape.
Yep, good stuff. And as you said, picking it last meant there was no counter for it, so interesting tactics. And here we go with round 1, day 2 of season 6 GuildsArena. And yeah, looking forward to this one. Tag Inc. as the blue team, Miliano 2 as the red team. I'll get the stream cover all sorted for us right now.
Now, I would like to teach you on how Alice works in this type of meta.
For sure.
So Alice is the type of hero that you would really want to put in the late game. In the early game, she doesn't really, get a bit of a pop off. She doesn't really excel in the early game, so you really want to give her all the farm that she needs.
Right.
But since she has the jungle emblem, she is more oriented as a utility type jungler. But hold on just a minute. An attempt to steal, not successful, and Atlas is gonna possibly trade his life with HP. Kid is in range, and the basic attack picks him off.
There it goes. That's the first kill. Goes over to Tag Inc.
Oh, but the other side, Sally Berry is gonna do the vertical jungling, an attempt to steal the orange buff, but he's getting slowed by a lot of people.
Oh.
He's gonna get punished as well.
Yeah, that was silly.
Hey. Oh, make that another. Sifu is trying to make an attempt. Kid successfully secures the buffs. Almost in level 4, 3 members up onto Sifu. He's gonna flicker away. He might be into safety. Oh, poke. He is super low.
But no cigar. So, Tag Inc. taking the early game there, but it's nothing to be too concerned about yet, but it's one of those things you don't want to let snowball.
Yeah, you don't really want to let it go. The decisions is kind of questionable for Crypto Miliano. I do get their point if they really want to take advantage of the early game, but unfortunately, like the positionings and the timings on when they try to invade, it just didn't work out.
Yeah,
for them.
came up short.
Like,
it was a good idea. Poor
individual.
execution, right?
Yeah, it's the execution. It's like poor. I won't say poor. It's just unfortunate timings.
Right.
To try to put your face on the other side of the map, and the amount of damage that they took is just simply too much for them to handle, which is why Tag Inc. Tag Inc. got the advantage there.
Yeah.
The XP laner actually got the turtle. But hold on, team fight. The Belina Blitz rather, getting a pick off.
Wow. Okay. Two kills.
Fall in exchange for the turtle.
Yeah, not bad. So we've got it set up. Very close fight here now. 3-2. Gold is pretty close.
But hold on, up on top.
Yeah.
A pick again onto the gold lane. Lexmark really favoring their gold laner, Daddy Louie. Oh, got that stun. Getting morphed by the Molina. Sniper! And the passive.
Wow, got saved by 1 health. Very close.
Hold on a minute, flicker in, fade the links. Is there a follow-up? Sally Berry is on the way, but Daddy Louie got that flicker. He's closing in, and he almost retribution to get that speed boost. Will he make another? No. Lexmark does have the Thalassophobia to regen. He's gonna have to get out of here. On the bottom lane though, another pickoff onto the XP laner.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, and that gives Tag Inc. the 2-kill advantage back, and they're looking strong.
They are looking strong. They're trading kills all over the map. Like just in the early game, but now onto the turtle, then they're getting up on top and bottom. Yeah, it's kind of a wash, but in terms of how they make the most out of those kills, it's still in favor of Tag Inc. because they do have the 2k gold lead. Will they make another gank onto the Popan and Koopa for the siege up on the top lane? Getting that sprayed and the knockup, and the Nibiru's position once again picking off the Popan and Koopa.
But it's a 3-on-1 over on the other side. Kit just gets out.
That's the power of the Alice there. If you really have to get her stacks up, because her ultimate, the little circle, the big circle thing, that gives her a lot of life steals. Since she is kind of a vampire, she just sucks the blood out of you. you really have to, like I said, put her in the late game. The more stacks that you have, every time she clears the minions and creeps, you get orbs for your passive. The more orbs you have, the more tanky you get, the more lifesteal, the regen abilities that you have, which is why she's being put in the jungle nowadays, because she can deal a lot of damage, but at the same time, she's gonna be really tanky. So, in the later portions of the game, if she's like level 12 or like 50 orbs for her passive, it's gonna be really hard to take down that Alice. And the flicker
Oh, I
in,
missed one.
flicker in, attempt onto the marksman. Daddy Louie once again flickering out, as well as the Karita getting frozen. Hold on. Bogart still on the chase onto Daddy Louie. Lotus and Daddy Louie. Bogart is the one gonna fall. So the Barry did not quite in the threshold, but he did get the kill instead. But he falls as well. 3-2-1 trade in favor of Tag Inc.
Yeah, that puts them with a big lead now, and it's been unfortunate for Miliano because in these fights they're not far off, but it's just second best in the wrong moment, and DL nearly went down as well there.
Yeah, that is the passive of the Nana. So it's basically like a free immortality. So if you see that ring around Nana, that means the passive is ready. So you can kind of be aggressive because you kind of have an extra life whenever it is on. I'm an anime myself, so I can just throw in the Melina, the Totoro, that little doll that she has. It's actually a cat. I don't know what that animal is, but yeah, you can just keep on poking, keep on applying the crowd controls. You can go aggressive as you want, but once your passive is out, just like that, you're not gonna be able to survive just like that.
Yeah,
DL
went down. Yeah, I saw that there, and that's some real quick damage.
Yeah, that's what I said. Burst damage coming from the Karita, which is why she's really effective as a roamer, because roamers don't usually need a lot of farm, and if you have a mage that don't need a lot of farm to deal damage, that is an effective roamer.
Yep.
That is why Karita is really in the meta right now, and it's really favoring this lineup of Tag Inc. because usually your main damage dealers or your main tools in your team fights would really require the late game. So the support capabilities of the Eve and the Karita in terms of burst and slow effects is really gonna favor your main damage dealers. Hold on. Fatal Links onto Kit. Bravest Fighter did get a stun, but a knock up from the Karita. Oh, Criteriano getting forced to be back on, but didn't quite get those kills from the Lapu-Lapu. And
so close. Yeah, so close on Daddy Louis. And
oh my god, mother! Hold on, Aito! Okay.
He's in trouble though.
Second skill? He does. He's able to survive, he got the stun. Okay, Burger Kasagan is trying to look for a follow-up. He stuns the Goopa!
Wow.
Oh my goodness! And another one, the snipe! Okay. They're doing a lot of damage right now. Will Lapu-Lapu be able to answer back as well as the Martis? Will they be able to get the kill? No. The rough waves are cancelling. Get the shield off from the wheel manipulation. Martis falls as well. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a manhandling in the late game.
Yeah, it's been brutal from start, but it's slowly snowballing like we said it could. And it's going to be a hard comeback. There's still a chance, but they need to be perfect in their defenses to have any shot.
Yeah, the thing that gives tagging the edge over the lineup of Cryptomiliano is that they don't really have a lot of downtime when it comes to taking in those fights.
Right.
Because you can have the Blood Oath all day, you can have the slows, really on demand, and the amount of fisting from the Wedang pause as well as the burst damage from the Karita. For Cryptomiliano, you really need to have those. Oh my goodness! That's a damage onto a tank.
Yeah, that was insane.
To be fair, I'm seeing the items right now. The Atlas does not have any physical defense, which is why the Beatrix has dealt a heck of a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was crazy, and perhaps some itemization. We haven't really discussed or looked at the items very much. What's going on with those?
Yeah, we haven't, because hold on a minute, 80%? onto a Nana, and she kind of gave up.
Just took too much damage and thought, oh, I'm not,
Yeah.
not even running.
It's so fast. She could just stay in front of people, and whoever goes near is gonna get rat-a-tat off of them. But oh my god, I'm getting flubbed there. A pick-off attempt successful onto the marksman, as well as the Kadita.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Signs of life for Cryptomiliano, 2-for-2 trade right now, but that's the least that they could do.
Yeah, they need more. They need a lot more, but it was a good start.
I'm really shocked about the amount of farm. 9.7k in 10 minutes. It's like
Yeah, that's crazy.
about almost 1,000 gold per minute is phenomenal speed of farming, and that is on a marksman. That's really the last thing you would want to do if you're Cryptomiliano.
Yeah, they've given all of the farm to the wrong player, but obviously Tag Inc. have been trying to get that as well.
The right player for tagging.
Sure, that's what I mean.
Okay, gotta get the damage on. Batang falls as well. Killing spree for Kid So Good as well as for the Eve. Again, people falling left and right. They're not.
Yeah.
Man, they keep losing so much people for the defense.
3-1, and that's exactly just going to keep the snowball up now, and it's going to be pretty hard.
Keeping everyone at bay right there, and they're wasting no time in trying to take down those towers. Kid's So Good, like I said, reaching the late game, so Kid is going to have a ball game right there. Look at the amount of regen. The Atlas cannot do anything. He falls in the hands of Daddy Louie. Silly Berry. Oh no! Ultimate on the wrong person. Double kill for the Beatrix. Make that a triple. Alimid falls. Make that a maniac for the Beatrix to close out this game. Nail on the coffin. 1, 2, 3. They're gonna savor this moment, and they're gonna move on to the next round.
Oh, what a game, and unfortunately for Cryptomiliano there, they had some answers in some spots, but yeah, just kind of the end result was on the cards from about the middle of the game onwards once that snowball started rolling down the hill. Let's take a little look at the stats and some of the itemization and why we saw what we saw.
So, in the very early game, Cryptomiliano had the attempt to try to go for the invade to take advantage of, relatively lack of early game on the jungler's side. But unfortunately, the execution wasn't really there. The Atlas, for the Atlas, we saw that he flickered in and tried to attempt to get a steal onto the purple buff from the Alice. But you don't really deal a lot of damage, and you would have to be extremely lucky to get that steal. But unfortunately, that's too much of a risk. And if you do fail, that means you're gonna really give an early kill going over onto Tag Inc. And for Alamid, I wouldn't blame him to take advantage of the distraction. But with how quick they are to react to those invades and to where the members of Cryptomiliano are on the map, it's just unfortunate that they gave out another kill going over to Tag Inc.
Yeah, especially that early that's what you were just mentioning, right? The early 2 attempts to steal the buffs, that set the tone for the rest of the match, unfortunately. If they'd have got them... if they'd have got them, we might have seen a different early game, and they might have had some more shot in the late game, right?
Yes, if they had a successful attempt or try to divert the attention of the members of Tag Inc. to get us, to get more of a control on the map, then it would have been a different story. But unfortunately, they just failed in all aspects.
Yep. Well, unfortunately for them, but luckily for them, there will be another tournament next month, and they'll be back. And Tag Inc. performed well and move on to round 2. We are going to quickly take a break whilst we get set up for the next match. We should be back in roughly 10 minutes.
Yep, see ya.
See you soon, guys. Alright, we're just getting set up with the lobby for our next game. Took a little bit longer than we expected. People need to start getting on time for these tournaments, or I'm going to start handing out disqualifications quicker. That's just the way it's going to be. But yeah, we're filling up slowly. We got BGR on the blue team, New Guild on the red team. Once the lobbies are filled, we will be back with the action. We're back. Our voices are live. Looks like the game is ready to go.
Right, looks like everyone is ready. Everyone's saying G. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading into this match. Let's go.
Your team is banning.
Yes, finally, we are going in. We are finally going into BGR1 versus New Guild 2.
Your team is banning.
Man, a lot of things went on as we went while we went on break, huh?
Yeah, quite a lot. It's been a crazy one.
Your team is banning.
Well, at least we are heading into this match. But that's all that matters.
Yeah, for sure.
Has it been a trend that Arlott and Joy is like
Yes.
the most banned right now?
Yeah,
as
yeah.
of now?
Yep, every match so far.
Even the matches before yesterday rather.
Yes.
Even the matches yesterday, if you
Yeah,
recall.
the last two games that weren't live, yes, the Arlott got banned. I'm not
As
sure
well as
if the
Joy.
Joy got banned every match, but it got banned a lot.
Yep, got banned a lot indeed. Speaking of bans, 1-1's also banned because of the ban of the Minstathar. Okay, I should introduce you to Minstathar, who has just been revamped recently. Yeah, he's an extremely annoying hero in terms of utility in the XP lane. He also hurts even despite using a damage build. Well, of course, damage. He hurts despite using a tank build because his damage is also HP based.
Nice.
The reason for it because he has an ultimate that prevents dashes. So whatever dash you have, if you're inside of that area of the cult, not the cult altar, the King's Calling, the name of Minstathar's ultimate, you're not gonna be able to escape via dash. Neither the flicker, or in this case, 1-1's dashing, jumping, whatever stuff that she has, you're not gonna be able to escape. You have no choice but to like literally run out of the area in order to escape. Which is why he's currently a banned pick. Well, those who specialize it might not be able to get their hands on it if they know their opponent, which is why he is banned right there. They really want to prioritize those, lots of dashes.
Yep, yep. The movement stuff.
Mobility, yes. Which is why they banned out the 1-1 after the Minstathar got banned. Heading into the picks right now, Moscow first pick. He is, you wouldn't go wrong with a Moscow. Like, his snowball capabilities is insane. Not really snowball, his comeback. So, like, even if you, choke him out in the early parts of the game, if you make him have his items, he's almost unstoppable.
For sure, we've seen that. We've seen that in other matches as well, and yep.
Your team is banning.
Yeah, they complemented that with the Dyroth and the Estes. So going for more of an OB strategy, homage to Blacklist International. But it's up against the lineup of Fredrin, Faramis, and the Lapu-Lapu. So a little bit more of a traditional type of XP lane matchup in terms of damage. Dyroth versus the Lapu-Lapu. Interested on this interaction. But for both teams, they're really favoring this utility supports of the Estes and the Faramis. These two heroes are in charge of everyone's life because of their respective ultimates. Going over to the bans now, they banned out the Valentina, which is actually really good, really beneficial for the side of New Guild because they have the Faramis as well as the Atlas. Yep, they should have saw this. They should have saw this coming. They should have been prepared, and they're not able to pick out a Diggy because the Estes is already locked down as their roamer. So yeah, the very aggressive type of drafting for New Guild, which I really like. I'm very curious on what BGR will be throwing at them. Okay.
Your team is picking.
Okay, they pick out the Barrett. So really going for those hard sustain type of lineup for BGR. They also have the Valier to, Valier, you want to go wrong with a Valier for the knockbacks and poking abilities. Because usually Valier is a counter to a lot of tanky lineups, as well as people who really go in as a unit with the Searing Torrent, with the pushback. So, yep, it makes sense. It makes sense. But in the early game, you're not gonna... In the team fights, you're not really gonna have the majority of the damage. But you should be working as a unit in order for this lineup to work. Moscow for the early game and Daros to really smooth or they soften everyone out. And as well as the security of the Barats and sustain of the Estes to, they're like puzzles. They're like pieces of a puzzle. If one of them is out, they might not work. So they should really be in synergy if they want to make this lineup very useful for them. Against the lineup of a Fredrin, utility jungler, a lot of burst damage. Like I said in the first match, really balanced lineup for both teams. So it all goes down to the execution as we head into game number 2, the second match of the night between BGR and New Guild 2. How you doing, Haiwan?
For sure, I'm good, man. That was a great breakdown. And it's been a while getting into this game, but it's good that it's finally on. The cover and the banners are all up. Everyone can see who is who. And yeah, looking forward to it. These teams have played each other a few times before. In other tournaments, in other seasons. So, it should be a good match.
Yeah, like I really said everything that needs to be said in terms of the lineups and what they need to do in order for it to work.
Yep, you broke it down perfectly.
I wouldn't say perfectly, I'm not really a professional by any means, but I'm really trying my best to try to give out some information about the teams, or at least the lineups.
4-on-1.
Aggressive
3-on-1.
4-on-1. 3-on-1.
Yeah, early.
Aggressive rotation. Early on.
Early rotation and good kill. Going in favor of New Guild.
A beneficial kill going over onto the marksman though. Despite the roamer taking that kill, kill is a kill, but in the early game you would really want your damage dealers to pop off as much as possible. As early as possible rather, as they get another stun onto Kratos, and he might fall as well as he will by Chang.
Whoa. So early 2-0 for New Guild. Building up some early advantage, and we saw in the last game you don't want to let that snowball.
Mind you, it's Atlas being responsible for those kills. He got the stuns by the perfect match, and we potentially might see another one, but he flickers out and tries to heal himself out of here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Over on the top lane, what's going on?
Oh, 2v1 situation. Now, what I really like to highlight there, as he falls into a 2v1 situation, yes, by Dyroth, whose name I couldn't read because it's kanji. Oh, what that mouth do, that tongue! He reaches out onto the Fredrin, another casualty. Yes, it will. Kratos getting that kill.
Okay, so a good kill there for BGR. They needed that. That kind
they
of
really do
shores things up.
After 3 kills. After 3 kills in the early game for New Guild 2, BGR is trying to, get something back. What I really like to see is an early Fatal Links, because the Atlas is level 4. Like I said before, he is responsible for a lot of the kills, at least the majority of the kills for their team. Are we gonna see another thing here? Missing off with the Fatal Links is cancelled. There's CJ trying to survive for his life. Hold on a minute. Called Altar keeping everyone alive. Extra HPs. Valier and Estes connected. He get that knock up. The Dyroth. Semper Sophie is trying to make the most out of it. Jose Degu is gonna go down, but the Vengeance saving his life from the Appraiser's wrath. So they're gonna redirect the attention onto Kratos there. He used a sprint. He is running. Run, Kratos, run! He survives.
Wow. Good escape.
And gotta disengage.
Yeah, good escape there. Early advantage all going to New Guild 6-1, but it's not too far apart, and they're, when they actually come together in little team fights there, they did need the Cult of Altar to save them, so Interesting stuff.
Yeah, like Chang and Takotsa Osus has a really good team fight participation so far. 2-0-2 on their hands, but hold on, flicker in! And there's the Fatal Links. Ryuji is gonna dash out of here. Oh, wait, he actually got the Detonus Welcome. Did not get the stun, however. SS healing everyone. Omar Maute. Ooh, and the sliver of health thanks to the SS saving his life. Really searching for a siege on the bottom lane already there, but Ryuji, oh, too close to them. Simp for Sophie is also too very close, trying not able to save his life with the Cult Altar there. Very close positionings from both teams.
Yep, good stuff, and they needed that extra kill. That kind of brings it back into somewhere, you know. One time Sorry, you first.
I kind of disagree. Like, if it's an equal trade, it's basically no changes. The advantage is still in the hands of New Guild as they take down the turret up on bottom lane and potentially a pick-off, which they will. Yes, and the flicker. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, that was good. And now we're over on the turtle.
Oh, we got the retribution. Sip for Sophie actually secures it for New Guild. Chang in a predicament right now. He flickers out of here. Okay, thank God for that one. Appraiser's Wrath, getting that regen. Omar Ote is trying so hard to survive, but he does not. A trade of kills there, Chang and Omar Ote. But hold on. Yeah, but it's about to disengage. Okay. I kind of lost track on, you know, I kind of lost track on what I'm trying to say because of the amount of team fights that were happening.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The important objectives that were supposed to be taken there.
Yep.
But I was about to say the advantages. The advantages is still on New Guild, so you would really, in my opinion, you shouldn't have to trade lives like that anymore.
Right. It's not.
Because any death would
beneficial. Yeah.
Any death would delay your farming capabilities, or at least how well you flow when you try to go into the late game. Because if you get stopped in your tracks, hold on a minute there. Purified by the Valir. He gets one. Jose Dego is the one that falls. Omar Olte. Protected by the Cult Altar there. He's about to escape. He gets the stun onto Chaeng. He falls in the hands of Kratos there, but Nairobi. Late entry. Omar Olte. Oh, the amount of true damage that Carry deals. I'm curious on what items does she have.
Yep, I'll pull them up.
Yep, Carry is online. The amount of favor that she has gotten in the early game gives her the two damage items that she needs, the Golden Staff and the Corrosion Scythe. So a lot of damage outputs as well as the true damage that Carry is basically online. And I believe the Carry was a last pick, so that is a really good answer for that Barrett because, my god, Barrett is not going to have a good time as we see a team fight all around the purple area. Omar Marte is gonna get fallen off. CJ, Ravis Fighter in front of their faces. Super Sophie dashing in! That's a lot of damage from the Appraiser's Wrath! Oh my goodness! Will we see another casualty? Yes, we will! Mega kill for CJ, and that is gonna give them control for the third turtle of the game.
Yep, very good stuff.
Therefore, Sophie took a lot of damage. And the gray bar that the freshman has, he basically one-shotted that Valir.
Yeah.
My God almighty. Yeah, he was like basically broken in half. The HP-based damage is such a really annoying stat, annoying attribute to have, especially if like you're a Fredrin or the Carry. HP-based damage based on the amount of HP that you have lost, especially since the Carry is already in 6k on her way to building that Demon Hunter sword. Look at the amount of damage that she's dealing onto the Barretts there. Omar Marte. It's just
crazy stuff. Yeah.
Really, yeah. Like I said, it's a very balanced lineup for New Guild. For BGR, it really needs some execution. You really have to work as unit, but unfortunately, it's not happening there. Hold on. Flicker in. Trying to save him out of lives. There. Ruji in the sliver of health. Okay. Chaeng trying to go for an initiation attempt. Omer Maute is trying to set the front line there.
Not a bad defense.
New Guild trying to take a disciplined route. They notice that the support is there, and they're having a little bit of some items, so they're gonna take a disciplined route. But hold on, 3-man gank onto the Dairoth.
Yeah, that's bad news.
Yeah, trying so hard there, not gonna be able to, especially the amount of farm that they have in a 3v1. Yeah, he kind of deserved it because of the way he overextended, even though they're at a deficit. Because look, it's basically like a 7k gold lead, a gold deficit for BGR. I don't think you would have a reason to overextend onto the lanes like that just right there. Hold on a minute, an initiation from the balance. Oh, that tunnel again! What did mouth do, my boy? The Detona's welcome. Omar Maute is not gonna survive. Legendary for CJ is just Rujin, and the Dairoth left their 3.7k onto the Moskov.
Yeah, that was brutal. Great team play, and just unfortunate right there for BGR. No answer, really.
No answer whatsoever. Man, you really must turtle up onto the late game in order to maximize this lineup that you have. Because, to be fair, you really must get those key pickoffs, those key targets. But you have the Atlas, which really hinders that, because whenever you try to go for a fight, it's unfortunate for an Estes lineup, especially without any sort of purify. Because think about it, you're all clumped up because you really need a healing from the Estes. What is like? That's what we call Ube strategy, acronym for Ultimate Bonding Experience. That's why we call Ube. For an Estes lineup like this, the Atlas is just an extreme win for the draft for the side of New Guild.
Yeah, it kind of spiraled.
Complement that with the carry up against that Barat. You really didn't consider the amount of options that they have in terms of the gold lane. Since your first pick, the red side will have the opportunity to counter draft when they can. And that is what exactly New Guild did. The Atlas and the carry there being the solutions there against the lineup of BGR1. Initiation there. Ruji falls. Called Altar there is being used up. But it's enough to take down the damage there. But hold on. That is welcome for the Fredrin there. But it's not enough. It's a steamroll in the base of BGR1. Lourdes falls, but another minion wave comes in. Kratos is the only one to defend. But
he's trying. But it's
not. But he's zoned out into the fountain there. A lot of minions there, and I believe that is GG. Well played for BGR. New Guild 2 is the one that goes to the next round.
Indeed. Good stuff, good battle, and just kind of spiraled from the early part of the game there, didn't it? It's exactly what we said.
I wouldn't say early part of the game, it is the draft.
Right,
the draft
even from the draft, yeah, even before the early part of the game, exactly, it dictated, and great win.
Dictated the pace.
That's the one. Great win from New Guild. So, what did they do right other than the draft?
If that lineup were to be against, different heroes, I believe that lineup of BGR1 would have worked, but I'm not seeing a lot of synergy because of the positionings that they have. Like some of the heroes are like, on their lonesome whenever like they're in the lane or trying to contest in the objective. They didn't really utilize that Estes to their full potential. Usually you would see an Estes in combination of the Barras because of the sustainability that he has, especially when he goes in the front line to take those objectives. But unfortunately, they just really drafted perfectly against the lineup of BGR because of the Atlas and the carry there. They really didn't put into consideration the counter picks of the lineup. Because look, think about this. Like I said it before, an SS lineup usually would go clumped together to maximize the healing that the SS provides for the team. But that is when the Atlas would shine, because if you go in, you're gonna have basically like 5 people, so you're gonna be forced to be separated. It's just an ultimatum. if you separated, you might die because of the pickoffs from the farmers and the carry. But if you be in a unit, like go come together, you're gonna be potentially picked off by the Atlas altogether. So it's just a really huge drafting problem for BGR.
Yeah,
it
good
really
point.
favors him. Carry also really good tank killer. So, and because of the snowball that she has and a lot of rotations go onto the gold lane in favor of Nairobi, she's able to shred literally everyone on the side of BGR. Even if they're like tanky enough, they're gonna be melted down. And let's not disrespect the fact that the Lapu got the MVP because he got a lot of kills and really helped out in the team fight on the majority of the match, you know. As an XP lane, you would really have to be active. And that right there would really give that, you know, domino effect. You give the opening to the Atlas and to the carry, and they're the ones going to be carrying the game for their team.
Yeah,
so,
and that's exactly what we saw in the end. And like you said, it was good counter-picking. They saw what they were up against and they picked what they liked to play against it. And so, well done to New Guild. Hard luck to BGR. They actually jumped in last minute. He didn't realise he was supposed to be playing at this time. So, well done to BGR just for jumping in and being here. Appreciated for that. And they'll be back. They've been in the semi-finals and finals before, so they'll definitely be back and participating even stronger next season. But well done to New Guild. We will be back in 15 minutes with Game 3. Ray Ash, I believe you've got to go and eat, so go do that, my friend.
Yep, see you in 15 minutes or more. We'll be back.
Nice one. Yeah, maybe more considering our players, but yeah, catch you soon. Alright, we're back. And we are really very nearly ready for game 3 of today. Glory Guild 1 versus B4G2. B4G2 fielding a new team here. These guys are new in B4G and it's the first time they have competed in GuildsArena. One of them's asking about DQ and stuff. Just both. Get your...
The grace period is 10 minutes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they've got 5 minutes.
I'll just say, just to clarify.
Yeah, for sure. They got 5 more minutes until DQ. I've told them as well. They're both a player short. So why is that even a discussion? That doesn't make sense.
Actually it is. Like, if one of them actually doesn't, then it is grounds for disqualification.
Sure, but
so
whilst...
just a bit of concern and clarification of the rules. So
I guess so. I guess so. But whilst they're both short, they should just focus on getting back in here. Can I restart my phone? Does it take more than 4 minutes? Okay. There's a bug. Okay, sure. You can restart your phone.
Well, hopefully it doesn't take more.
It's fine. If they're both, like, right in here, and it's just a bug, then have to let him.
It is... Need to make it left the lobby. Alright, they're there. Yeah. So while we're waiting, you mentioned that it is a completely new roster for
B4G,
BGR, right?
For B4G.
B4G rather.
Yeah, they've got a new lineup this time. It's Jordan and he's not the captain, but he's the one that I've met, and so yeah, it's kind of a new lineup. Whereas this lineup for Glory Guild is their old Team 2. They've been promoted to Team 1.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
The Oshi is gonna really have to restart the phone.
Yep. And
hopefully he'll be back.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Bugs happens. We can do these. We can get a restart in here. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Aoshi will obviously be hoping to live up to Glory Guild's great reputation of being Season 5 and Season 4 champions. Nice, 10xGG will be ready. I'm going to tell the other team that playing them that they're already ready. That's good. The next game, both people are already here. They're in the chat. They're watching the stream. They're excited to be in the next game. So that's good to see. It's good to see when we got that going on. One last player. Oh, 2. Okay, not bad.
2.
Not bad. G, don't G.
Of course. See, that's what I was talking about. That people are extremely eager that they don't really consider like the others.
5 versus 3.
Again, like people in GuildsArena, like just hold your horses, man.
Yeah,
hold your horses, people.
Wait.
Really, in my like 3 seasons.
Yeah, they're all very impatient. You are correct.
Impatience, patience. I know that you're setting a schedule, but in terms of like people being ready on that time, like please be patient.
Yeah, like, especially when we've got to restart phones. Like both teams had to do it, so chill. Yeah. One player left.
Especially since that like we are on a schedule, so like we must hurry up, be on time. We gotta at least give some time for the players to be ready, so that there's no like complications when we starting up the match.
For sure,
right?
For sure. I mean, that's definitely right, and it's nice to see we've got quite a few viewers over on the YouTube today. Hello, welcome to the stream, guys. Less people tuning in on Facebook than usual, but we didn't really market it there as much as we should have done this season. I'll get on that tonight. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. This is game 3 of the day, Glory Guild versus B4G. Both teams look ready. I'll tell them to go in the chat. Oh, one
If
of them
Jordan
said.
hasn't.
One of them said 1 minute. Go when ready.
Hey, good thing I'm the one being in the lobby.
Yeah, yeah.
See, here's the thing. Like, if someone else is in the lobby, they're gonna be like as eager to say
And they're just
G,
gonna
or,
hit
like,
start.
They're just gonna start the game
Yep.
with so much haste. So I'm gonna be the one who's gonna handle the lobby. Okay, everyone is G. I gotta make sure. Gotta make sure no one leaves, no one goes on top. Everyone is G. And I believe we are good to go.
Your team is banning.
Oh yeah. Alright, I'm really excited. And yep, B4G.
Yep, Glory in the blue, B4G in the red. Oop, first
Okay,
ban
let's
taking
see.
a while.
Really taking their time. It's actually the Minstathar. Yeah, but like I mentioned, like he's an extremely annoying XP laner. Also can go to the road because he can really apply a lot of support for his team.
I didn't cure the pain.
And even when he's not supporting, he can deal a lot of damage because of the stabby stabs that he has because of the revamp.
Yep.
And on the other side, they gotta pick up the Valen, ban the Valen. And like I mentioned, choking out the ultimates because you wouldn't really wanna have a mirroring of an ultimate.
That's a smart one, yep, that's a good point.
Your team
They
is
didn't
banning.
ban. Hold on a minute. There might be a
Oh.
problem. We'll check on him.
Yeah, that's never great.
Okay, with the 1-1 ban, considering if they are pulling through with the no ban, Arlott and Joy are open.
Yep. That's interesting too, good point. We haven't seen our lot be open yet. And there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Wow, do we think that might have been a tactical no ban then?
I'm not sure if I think it was a throw or a, like, what do you call that, technical difficulty on their side. But nonetheless, like, we're seeing both of these Hopi heroes in the Land of Dawn. So, I'm not complaining. Let's see some action.
Yeah, I'm down. If they're still picking, then I've asked in the Discord, but I have seen them do this before. I think they did this last season. So it's actually...
If they're still gonna pull through.
Yeah, this
If
actually...
they have some serious picks.
Yeah.
If they have relatively good meta picks, as if, like, you know what, we'll brush it off, we'll play as it is, then we might be still going for it.
Interesting.
And then again, it's Arlott and Joy, really OP heroes that can provide a lot for their teams. But I'm gonna see.
Claude and
Okay,
Luna.
Claude and Lunox. Interesting picks going into the early game, unless it is really comfort picks, then I don't mind. So Lunox actually, you know, it's very interesting, having a lot of burst damage and some immunity iframes that she can provide as well as damage.
Mm-hmm.
For the Claude, they just really need one item to pop off, and he is actually a really good counter against the Faramis because the Blazing Duet, the Ratatat ultimate with the monkey, can really clear out the HPs of the Cult Altar. So, you know, makes sense. So why not pick it?
For sure. They're all good picks so far. Like you say, the Lunox is a different one. The Joy and the the Joy being even available is pretty out there. And Kajaban.
Yep, roamers are available. So they're choking out some of the options, and Kaja is one of them. And really, Kaja is, you know, a bit of an S tier roamer right now because just pick off, and even when you don't, you still have the slow effects and the debuff that gives them less amount of damage output.
Your team
And they notice that a jungler option is open as well, so they're gonna ban out the Fredrin. So we've seen like a lot of Fredrin lately, so yep, time to ban it. He is really effective in many lineups. You can't go wrong with the objective taking capabilities of a Fredrin. So for another jungler, they pick out the Mortis.
And not a single worthy foe.
Very interesting that they didn't ban on the second ban, because they're going to end
Yeah.
up still getting the
It-
team that they want, probably.
It might bite them in the butt in the end, though, because that one ban could change everything.
For sure, that's true.
Yeah, really curious there. Currently, a roamer and a jungler is left, and the Lolita. Ooh, Lancelot.
Forms remain.
Okay, okay.
Is picking.
You can't go wrong with that, especially the Lolita. Lolita can really block the projectiles of the farmers and the carry, really nullifying their damage output with that pick. And the final, I'm not sure about the Valier. I suggest some sort of burst. Kagura. Yeah, that's good enough. Kagura, really flashy hero. Just get that burst damage onto that one single target. But here's another hero that I want to introduce to you in this current meta, which is the Lancelot. Sure, like Lancelot is like your usual assassin, but if it serves me correctly, he's gonna be played as a tank. Yes,
Wow,
you heard it right.
okay. That is interesting for sure. So we're going to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
something a little bit different.
I wouldn't say different. It's been the meta for like a better part of a month and a half now.
Fair, but remember, we haven't done an event for about a month and a half. So...
Yeah, that's fair. True. That is true. So like first time we'll be seeing a what we call tank slot.
Nice.
in this game.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, this tanks a lot because the way Lancelot's kit works is because of his passive. Every time he dashes, his damage output would be increased. That includes the damage output coming from his items, whether it be like the endless battle or like the passive from the heptases, something that gives extra damage. The tank items that he builds can also increase his damage output, whether it be farming or just, extra stats that benefit from having a lot of HP, such as the Thunder Belt or the Crescent Helmet, that orange aura that he has, that Lancelot gives. That damage is boosted by his passive, which makes him a really good jungler in this meta.
Nice.
And since that his damage output is increased, you wouldn't go wrong with just dealing enough damage. You don't have to deal like full-on burst damage. If you can deal enough damage, that is enough damage. I'm saying a lot of damage right now. So he's playing as a
Oh, and
as
Aoshi takes a lot of damage.
instant response from the Joy to take down Oshi for the first blood.
Yeah, good stuff there. And you did say damage a lot, but it tells the point of what that character's supposed to be doing for sure.
Yeah, because usually assassins, they're very flashy. They dash in, dash out.
Like
But
that.
they deal a lot of damage as well. But now that you're playing him as a tank, you have the luxury of doing the same dashing and dashing out and still surviving.
Right.
Because usually assassins are very squishy, so if you have enough damage output to outplay that Lancelot, then
You're gonna
you'll
win.
be taken out very
But as a
easily.
tank, he can stand there for longer.
Yes, exactly. So we would see this come into play as the first turtle of the game is about to spawn there, but currently trying to dance around for Jordan there. Oshi with the Dark Ultimate, Aki taking a lot of damage there. Nobody home on the final slash here. He just goes in for the kill, trading kills for one. Explainer go, but hold on a minute. Joy saving day with electrifying beats, taking one. And yep, that is a full-on team fight.
Wow.
No turtle starting just yet.
And 3v3 on the kills and very close on the gold. This might be the closest early game we've had so far in the tournament.
Yeah, it is very close. They're kind of a wash, but they do still get the luxury of taking the first turtle of the game for that extra experience.
Nice.
So I'm really curious on how they move on to the mid game because, man, I'm really excited this type of matches. The Lancelot against the Martis. Usually that would deal a lot of damage, but built as a tank in this current meta, assassin and a fighter. But it's still the tank meta, so I'm really stoked on what's gonna take place here. But hold on.
Over on
Pasta
top.
blocking everything with the bulwark. 2 flickers consumed there to close it with the Numeron Blast. Oshi is trying to deal enough damage there. Aki Forcey used the Cult Altar. Jordan with late entry trying to look for the decimation onto the 1-off threshold. And the Light Ultimate is being popped. Oshi, Jordan is being low by himself there. There's Nijume dashing in, trying to kill Jordan, but he survives. No casualty whatsoever.
Yeah, good little probing team fight from both sides, but no one got the best of it yet.
Yeah, but look at Nijume being the aggressor there, and that's
Wow.
enough damage to kill off Aki. And Zane is going to be the one in the predicament there, but hold on, that's a lot of damage output. Oshi falls as well as Nijume. Okay, they bit up more than they could chew right there.
Yeah, and Nishi's having to run for his life. He doesn't want to get caught 2v1.
Yeah, Tokuyo finally being online in the response, but hold on, the solo kill up on bottom lane for Tenzo right there.
Wow.
Usually I see tank emblem, but right now he is rocking the Master Assassin emblem. So yep, his 1v1 is really gonna hurt, especially if you're against a Joy, because Joy does not have any defense. Having the Genius Wand in her hands, but then again, Tenzo, if you keep on dashing in with the Vengeance, skill name, not the spell, he's gonna deal a lot of damage there, but hold on, final slash. Oh, but 4v4, they notice that, they're
Yep.
gonna punish him. But with this action, the blue team has the luxury of taking a free turtle.
Nice. Yep, very close, very evenly poised still, about 600 gold in it, and 1 kill, no towers down yet. Really nicely poised battle. Wow.
Oshi! Damn, Nish and Oshi, the 2 damage dealers for the side of Glory Guild being picked off, but Aki pays his life as well. Jordan, really in front there, and a lot of ultimates being consumed and skills.
Indeed.
Still kind of a wash there. Despite being 6-8, they still have a little bit of a gold lead right there, just 400.
Yeah,
So
that was from the
basically,
turtle,
even
right?
Stevens. Yes, from the turtle, we do get a little bit of a lead. Still couldn't tell clearly who's on the advantage.
Should we have a little look at items while we've got a break in the action for a second?
Yes, indeed. And like I said about the tanks a lot, you really need a lot of HP to increase your farming speed because of the true damage given by the boost. He does build the Molten Essence and then the Guardian's Helmet, so that's a lot of HP already to speed up his farming. For Arlott there, he does have the Master Assassin emblem, like I said there, and he does get that kill onto Jordan.
Wow.
He does have Hunter Strike as the first item.
And over on top lane, there's a little fight going on as well.
Yeah, but Pasta really trying to protect Niche as much as possible. But hold on a minute! A solo kill again onto Joy by Tenzo. And they're gonna get another turret to boot.
Good stuff there from Glory. B4G need a little bit of a response now. Still a very close game, but they're going to need to take some initiative in the next team fight.
Yeah, really normal in terms of, build paths. They're all, most of the heroes, majority of the heroes got their first item, Power Spikes. But what's interesting for the Arlott there, is that he has an instant Athena's shield. He is going against the Joy, as well as the Kagura, so yeah, but as much as he's dealing a lot of damage, he's taking a lot of damage as well, since majority of the lineup of B4G is magic damage. The Faramis, the Kagura, and the Joy.
Right.
So Tenzo is going to be a really huge force. He is currently on top of the gold in his respective team, so you gotta watch out for that Arlott there.
For sure, and that's why we often see it banned. Now, the kills are back in Glory Guild's favour, ever so slightly, and the match is poised.
As the gold there, 4v1 situation for Oshi, he gets fall down, and I'm pretty sure that's going to suffice. That is a pick off, no need to go for more.
Nice, yeah, it was a wise move there. They got him, and then they backed off, and they need a few more of those. just to get the gold lead slightly back. But it's been a great match. This has been our closest match so far in Season 6, and looking forward to seeing how the mid-game progresses into the end game. Oh
my god, Tokayo! Oh, he closes in! Tenzo! Another basic attack. The flicker is not gonna save him. Aki gonna be the next target there, but he's gonna pull back. Yeah, just Glory Guild really zoning out the members of B4G right now. And they're gonna take more, because the reason why they're at the gold league right now is because they have 2 towers, while B4G have none.
yeah,
Taken so far.
and they're gonna get
And
another
it's
tower.
one.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed. We're gonna see another team fight holding on, but nope. 15 seconds until the Lord spawns. So they're really in a good position right now. So they shouldn't be like trading a lot of kills there, because then again you're gonna reset the bounties there. But hold on a minute, just in time, up on top lane.
I saw it.
Evades.
Yeah, that was a really, really well-timed escape there.
Yeah, but look at the positioning of Tenzo. He's looking for a prey. If you see a mark of the Demon's Gaze, whenever you go near Arlot, you get a mark that really increases the capability of his second skill. It also happens. You'll also get marked if you get crowd controlled near the Arlot.
Right,
So
right.
the more marks that you have, what the second skill will do if you hit a marked target is that you get double damage, regeneration, and a reset of the second skill. So you must have a good mastery on that hero in order for it to be effective.
First Lord of
As
the
you know,
game went over to Glory Guild there.
Yeah, like there's not much B4G could do to contest that, because from what I'm seeing, it's a level deficit right now. Look at Jordan's level; it's level 10, while Nijume is level 14. The retribution damage is going to be extraordinarily. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Higher
Yep.
than the damage of Jordan's.
Yeah, extraordinarily higher. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot higher. But yeah, it was the perfect word.
Third level difference. So the retribution damage. Jordan is not going to be able to contest it, but hold on a minute. They're called altars, a lot of others being used, as well as the final slasher. Nobody Black will be able to take it. Yes, he will. And a lot of members, 3 members, falling to none in favor of Glory Guild as they march on to the middle turret there. There's a blast there, but a super minion wave will be there. It's only Zane and Dane to defend. They do kill off Pasta there, so that's a good defense. But
yeah.
and again, they really must defend right now. The gold lead has been like
Massively, massively extended.
Spike there.
Yeah.
They got a spike on the gold lead, so we should be looking at the kills, is the amount of gold that they have and the resources that they have taken. Because right now only the second turret up on top lane rather, and the inhibitors are left, while all the bastions, all the defenses there for Glory Guild are still intact.
Wow, that's an impressive job so far. And at the moment, B4G know it, and they're playing very defensively. They are farming their jungle and sort of trying to gain some level and some gold back, but I don't know if they've got the time to do it right now.
Yeah. But considering that they didn't take down any towers, that really sets the tone that the map is extremely blue right now. Like,
yep.
Glory Guild is like having full-on map control, full-on vision, and they have the map for themselves, while B4G is just basically quarantined inside their base.
Yeah, they're really struggling to even kind of like right now. You can see they're just spinning and waiting. They know if they push out too far, they'll be in trouble. So.
Exactly.
Very interesting. And then look over on the other side. We've got kind of a stacked
a Mexican standoff there.
Yeah.
They do kind of expect that they're trying to go for a Leroy Jenkins play on trying to like get some farm for themselves as well as contesting the Lord. But considering their position, they're Oshi, like Oshi, Pasta, and Niche there on that position. Yeah, they're just making sure that no members of B4G can come into their sites.
Yeah, it was wise, but in the end, they didn't really need to. There was no threat that they would.
There's no point.
Yeah,
point.
there was no threat that B4G were coming, but they've got the Lord, and it's going to have to be another stout defense here from B4G to hold on. It's doable. We've seen crazier. They've at least kept it close. Like it's not a whitewash. It's not completely out of hand, but it is still going to be a struggle. As you said, the levels, the objectives, it's largely gone one way.
Yeah, like, do not underestimate the power of a Lancelot there, because he is, like, really one of the best objective takers as of this meta, because of the second skill, that triangle thing that you see, the Thorned Rose in combination of the Retribution there. Like, combine high damaging skills with the Retribution, that gives you a lot more chances into trying to take those objectives. And he has some iframes as well, so you can't really stop him in his tracks unless you really have to give him a lot of crowd control. As the Lord launches him, but flicker in, and the Tyrant's, no, not Tyrant's range, is the final flash that puts him in, and the Rhythm Blast taking 2 more stuns there, and they're steamy rolling all over onto B4G. Hands on the crystal, and Glory Guild moves on.
They got it. Wow, incredible stuff, and a really hard-fought battle from B4G too. They really did put up a good fight, and they did their best. They managed to keep it close for large portions, but then Glory Guild took over in the middle to late game and just showed their class a little bit there. Let's have a look at the stats. What do the stats tell us?
It is evident that it's a little bit of a more closer game than the other matches in the early game.
Yep.
But unfortunately, like, there's so much key kills. There's so much key kills just before the objectives are about to spawn, like the turtle and the Lord and the turrets there. You know, like, even though, like, they're basically I would say an equal amount of kills in the early to mid game, but the kills that Glory Guild got were converted into objectives, like the turrets and such, and like even the positions of B4G that they really want to kill on the other side. That gives the Glory Guild some opportunity to go for an objective on the other side of the map. They got the turtle and the majority of the turrets there. And because of this type of map control that they have, especially since that they have like really huge ultimates like the Final Slash and the Numenon Blast from the Arlot and the Lolita, that just gave much more control for Glory Guild to have some presence in the map compared to B4G. Yes, you do have some damage output of the Kagura, like you have the Martis to like try to go in with the CC immunities and the carry. But unfortunately, those picks weren't able to set the tone on what they want to do in the matchup, or at least in this type of game for their lineup. Because like the Lancelot, I would say like full-on mastery of the tank slot that Nijime has. Because look at the build. Like I said, the Molten Essence and the Thunder Belt, that gives him extra damage based on HP, which is why he is able to get a little bit more kills as usual than what you see as a tank, because then again, he's still an assassin. And the last build, he did build the War Axe, so that's basically a lot more damage. And that's a lot of control that B4G wasn't able to answer.
Right.
He got Niche going on the late game, like he didn't even pop off, like he didn't really even show up on the map.
Yeah.
It's just the amount of dashes and basically being nuisances on the front lines and the positionings of B4G, because the MVP right there, Tenzo, on that Arlot there, really good early kills and solo kills rather onto the Joy, which gives him a lot more opportunities to roam around somewhere else on the map.
That was a big help,
cause
right?
some havoc.
Because if you can cut Joy down early and make sure that you've got the level advantage, you can win fights that you probably wouldn't have been able to otherwise. So yeah,
yes, and he was the MVP. And like I said, he did build early the Athena's Shield because of the magic damage that B4G has, as well as the Dominance Ice to mitigate the regenerations. But what he did in the map, like flickering in and the Final Slash, he's an alternate initiator other than the Lolita, which is why he got that MVP, and he got a lot of kills as well. as much as the assists. Like the XP laner gained control of the map, by just being all over the place, man. It's just really phenomenal stuff from Tenzo and Nijume.
Yes.
You know, really dictating the pace.
Nijume had some
The tempo.
really important kills in the right moments, and so
Yeah, they really set the tempo in this match, which is why they really got a really good victory up starting from the middle stages of the game.
for sure. And it was a great match. That was probably the most close and entertaining match we've had so far in Season 6. And we're looking forward to the next one. The last match of round 1, in fact, coming up in around 25 minutes. We'll be back very shortly with that. See you all very soon.
Ooh, guess
Alright. We're just waiting for the second team in Game 4 to fill up the lobby. I've invited them. We shouldn't be long. Alrighty, we're back live, and we look like we're ready to go with Game 4 of Round 1. Actually, it's Game 8, but Game 4 of today.
Last match of the night.
Last match of the night indeed, and it's 10xGG versus Mojo2. And we're live, we're ready. I'll check the chat. I haven't really checked the chat very much today. Apologies to all the viewers. Can't play back. Oh, you can't rewind. Leonard John, don't worry. Check the YouTube. Once the video ends, then you can rewind.
Okay.
Yep.
I think we're good now, yeah?
Yeah, we're good. I'm ready to go. Everyone's saying go. I'm go. You're go. Everyone's green.
Then let's go.
Then let's go. I don't see any reason why not.
Your team
Here it goes.
Alright, well, let's see if they're gonna, take some pages from other teams' books, or do they have some stuff on their own? First off is the Faramis ban. Now, yep, they don't really want to give it to them, or not really thinking about using the Faramis in this game. So,
What's your command?
oh yeah, Fanny. Oh, something was cooking over on
Your team is banned.
the team that is. Hold on a minute. I gotta check who's playing today. Who are they?
It's 10xGG in the blue, Mojo2 in the red.
Alright, thank you.
No worries.
Yep. Next GG. I think. Yeah, Mojo suspects something that a Fanny user was there on 10xGG, which is why they banned the Fanny. They banned out the Joy. Other team banned out the Mincetar. Arlot is open.
Yep. Again. Wow.
As well as the 1-1. Oh, what? Kimmy.
That's not a character I've ever seen.
Yeah, Kimmy is a unique marksman. She's not your usual marksman where you just tap. She actually has a second joystick. Her basic attacks are aimed also.
Oh no, that's tricky. Unless you're very good at it.
You know, if you have like the luxury of getting a lot of farm for her to give her massive amount of DPS, Kimmy is actually really good. I played her because I main her.
Fair.
Yeah, but not as much as before because she's not really, prevalent in the meta. But right now, she's a really hot pick in ranked games, right? In ranked games.
Cool.
And meta in terms of the professional scene, but if you're in the higher ranks, you would see Kimmy everywhere because, there has been like, a good amount of nerfs on other meta marksmen that Kimmy somehow just rose into the meta by default.
Right. I'm not very high up in the ranks, so that would explain that.
Yeah, I mean, you're a busy guy, so you wouldn't have enough time to play.
No, that's true. I get to like bronze. I don't know what that actually is, but it's not high.
Well, at the very least, like study the game, while playing because you gotta play the game to know the game.
That's true. That's true.
Me as a classer.
For sure, and I've played a few games. I understand MOBAs well enough, but yeah, I mean, I do need to learn more specifics for MLBB for sure. So,
Yeah,
the last two
you haven't
bans.
seen a lot of Kimmy.
No, I've not
Yeah.
seen. I've not seen any Kimmy because no one in our arena has used her.
Yeah, like this is probably the first time, at the very least, since I've joined in, that Kimmy is picked in
For sure.
this league.
I think it's the first time she's ever been picked in GuildsArena, which is interesting.
Yeah, and I'm excited because I've known Kimmy inside and out, no pop. And I know how she plays, how she builds, and
Yep. Got ya.
the win conditions on how to play the Kimmy to go into your favor.
Yes.
Because she's a really good flex pick. She can either go into the jungle, mid lane, but in this lineup she is going into the gold lane because there's a Lilia there, and you'd really want to pick out a really good frontliner slash, fire, let's say tanky type jungler, and which is why they picked the Martis.
Nice.
Complement that with the Franco to get some pickups. You would really want to favor Toei versus everybody on that Kimmy, because if you give her like some items, she's really gonna pop off. But if you don't give her like a good amount of farm, she's not going to hold up. Now you really gotta play around this lineup that Glory Guild has made because Fredrin, Kaja, and the Lapu-Lapu as their first picks. I'm like seeing those three by themselves is just really scary to look at. Because you see them like in front of your faces. They're like macho men blocking your space, just not letting you through. Like they're like bouncers, man.
Yep, I'm just fixing the bracket sides because someone informed me that they're actually on the opposite sides. So I'm just fixing the brackets super quick on the fly. Shouldn't take a second. There we go.
As you're doing that, we're heading into the Land of Dawn for the last game of the night, and yeah. Oh, hold on a minute on the orange side area. Franco actually getting a hook onto Lux, but he does get that buff. Just simple Franco users just trying to go for the hook on the buffs to invade. Trying to be a nuisance on the early part of the game.
Yes, for sure, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna get everything sorted out. The bracket is now, like the stream cover and team names are now the correct way around. It's Mojo in the blue and 10xGG in the red. It's supposed to be the other way, but these things happen. We flipped it on the fly.
Oh, so Mojo's on the blue team.
Yep, Mojo's blue, 10xGG red. Someone in the chat let me know very kindly. Thank you very much.
Alright. Alright, we stand corrected. Apologies for that. Let's continue on with this game there.
Nice.
Now, usually these rotations of the Franco is either you would go to the jungle and try to like get some delay over on the other side jungle. Hold on a minute. Speaking of jungle, Lux getting picked off as well as Wacky yelling for friends. Oh, really good enough momentum so far. You get those chain kills from the decimate of that Martis.
Yes, indeed. Good stuff early on for Mojo. 10xGG looking for a response. They could well get one. They've been a very high performer in this tournament, in these seasons as well. So
I talked about the Kimi. I haven't talked about the Freya. You haven't seen her in a while, or at least ever. Yeah, she did get a really good buff. She has a lot of damage output early on the second skill. Hold on a minute. Bloody Hunt, getting the suppression there. Yellow for friends, killing spree. And there's another one going over to the Martis. Make that another kill for Pinay on the Lilia. 6-0 so far. Glory Guild.
That's a crazy good start. Yep. Mojo in control. Yeah.
Mojo rather. Sorry.
Yeah, it's my fault. Well, actually, the teams lined up on the wrong sides, but that happens sometimes.
Yeah, like I should have put the schedule first so like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
So
that is
good.
kind of on me because, man, yeah, just as I was speaking, I'm trying to look for the damn channel on the server, you know?
That's fine. Mojo in blue, 10x in red. And yeah, early domination for Mojo. They are doing everything right. This is also a new team for them, so interesting to see how they perform for sure.
Yeah, so far a lot of the eggs is going onto the Martis basket there. 100% kill participation so far. 402 of the 6 kills that are present there. So that by itself is a lot of momentum there. But Salamander going for the bush check, getting that knockoff, forced to use the flicker to go into safety. Toei versus everybody trying to pelt the members of 10xGG there, but there's the Divine Judgment. Nobody home on the hook, missing wildly. The Valentina trying to go for response. Doesn't get the Bloody Hunt, but he's too low to survive. 2 kills now on the board for 10xGG.
Yeah, very interesting.
Make that a double kill.
Yeah, 2-for-1 trade, and so they'll be happy with that. A little bit of a stand there, but they need more.
Oh, okay, the Rocket. Okay, he's just suspected that Kimi is gonna poke him down to death. Because I'm gonna look at the items right now. Because we have a core item unlocked for the Kimi, which is the Glowing Wand. Really increases the amount of DPS magic damage that she has. That's really beneficial for the Kimi. Now, Glowing Wand, as you can see there, hold on a minute. Freya getting picked off on the bottom lane. As I was talking about the Kimi, she really desperately needs that Glowing Wand as her core item. Because what the Glowing Wand does is that not only does it deal burn damage, as you can see the fire on the icon, it also increases the amount of damage by a fixed amount. And that is really beneficial for DPS magic damage, just like the Kimi. You get the hook, Toei versus everybody getting that double kill. Rocky and Lux on the retreat. And yes, more objectives, more control going over to Mojo 2.
Yep, 9-3 and slowly pushing their advantage. That's not what 10xGG needed at all.
Yeah, and another turret to boot. Make that 2.
At the same
Middle
time.
and bottom
Yep.
stereo. Middle and bottom stereo, my guy.
Nice.
Yeah, 10xGG is going to have a really hard task in hand to try to shut down this snowball favoring. And oh my god, Rocky!
Wow.
You're giving Rocky place, my boy.
Yeah.
Killing spree for the Kimi.
Wow, Mojo in the ascendancy here and 10-3 now. It's going to be a really hard comeback. We've seen crazier, but
We're in.
there's another.
Passion. He sacrifices his life, but in exchange for a turret, I think they don't mind.
Yeah, in that instance. And when you've got such a big lead, there's times when it's okay to swap one for
Save some
one.
lives.
Oh,
But
good.
the flicker suppression on their own. Toei versus everybody's gonna get shut down by the Kaja. Yell and 4 friends is gonna try to survive. He does have a really good item with the Guardian helmet, so he's gonna survive A-okay. And
Yep.
again, they have a gold lead, so yeah, the amount of snowball, the amount of momentum that Mojo 2 has gotten there, really going in favor there, but Lord Neil dealing a lot of damage, but he's getting bursted down by the Moskov. Freya getting picked up by the Lilia, make that a double, but the Freya dies in the process there. Oyster Sauce, he'll get that sauce by Boy Flicker out of here. He is still alive, but he gets shut down by the rocket by the Kimmy. Oh
Wow.
my goodness, okay, that is a really huge heap of a fight there. But look at the Kimmy, or he gets stunned by the Moskov, but Franco is in the area, so Moskov is not gonna commit.
Yeah, that was a
Advantage
crazy.
still going over to Mojo 2.
Yeah, definitely. And there's some more kills on the board now for 10xGG, but it's kind of being matched at the same rate by Mojo, so they're not really closing that gap as much as they needed to. But at least it's been close in areas, and the team fights have been fun, but Mojo 2 definitely just getting the edge in all of them.
They really do need that items for the Moskov so that the combat capabilities are going to be like very, very high. If you get that one stun onto like literally any target, and considering that he's building the Demon Hunter sword next, anyone that gets caught in the crossfire of Moskov will be getting picked off.
For sure.
So you gotta rely on that guy because right now he is 6k.
Oh,
Usually deficit is
Wacky.
not that much, but hold on. Wacky.
4 on
Again,
1.
Oh man, the pickup capabilities of a Franco, really straightforward, but really effective if you get all of those hits. And they're really pushing that advantage right now by taking the towers. Yell is really zoning off that Moskov. If you don't want to deal with the damage output, just don't go wherever he is. But the Valentina, I don't know what happened there, but she gets picked off as well. And like this team wasting no time on taking the objectives. And hold on, the Freya. Okay, trying to get the life steal and the shield there. She is surviving really hard there. Oyster Sauce. Hold on a minute. Getting the bravest fighter on the combination. He gets a pistol by the Franco. He falls. But look at Iza. A lot of members of Mojo are really low. But he's not able to commit. He's not able to get those free hits.
Oh, that was close. They had them where they wanted them, but couldn't complete the kills. And
No man, Iza, like he would have wiped them out at that range, but unfortunately, the damage and range is too much that Iza cannot close in
yep.
to get those hits.
Yeah, impressive stuff from Mojo, and that was a good, like, they'd made a stand there, 10xGG. They tried, but once it broke down.
You can tell 10xGG is really putting up a fight.
Yep.
Because they know that their key members are having some of their items there, like Fedrin, having a lot of HP. You have some stuff available, but the Moskov is what you're really trying to see there. He has 3 core items there, the Trinity build. So by the time that the late game really goes on their favor, they will really have to take advantage of them, just like that one. There's a suppression there. Are we gonna see a pickoff? The Franco is gonna get picked off by the Moskov. That's really good right there. But Oyster Sauce, hold on a minute. Unstoppable is the
Wow.
game. What Neil gets shut down. 3 members down. 3 members down for both of these teams.
Wow.
Typical situation there.
3v3
goodness.
trade.
Yeah, but the Moskov did get picked off. But like, man, it's a full-on brawl like there.
Good stuff. We love to see it when it goes down in those kind of team fights. And the Lord's marching on, but he should get melted down pretty easily there.
Yeah, like, still in defense mode. It's 10 minutes into the game, so the Lord is relatively squishy. If you get into like 12, 15 minutes of the game, and that is trouble right there.
Yes. So, a nice defensive stand, almost. I mean, they didn't gain anything from it, but they also didn't lose.
Yeah.
So, interestingly poised. They need to do that again to have any chance.
But
And
hold on a
suppressed.
minute. A hook onto Wacky there. Pick up onto the roamer of 10xGG. And there's the damage output from the Kimmy there, but Valentina on the chase there, Decimate, flicker out of here into safety, but look at Kimmy going in front, getting that pew 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 onto them. They're gonna have to back off.
Wow, and yeah, just Wacky getting caught in a wacky position there, and wasn't a good place to be, and a bad time to be there.
Usually, yes, it's understandable for the positioning of the Kaja that you would try to look for someone to get the pick off, but there's also a Franco there. If you're in the range of the hook,
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there's a hook there. Wacky trying to get his impression there. He's gonna hook onto Oyster Sauce. And Oyster Sauce, crisscross applesauce. He gets picked off. 2 casualties for the side of 10XGG.
Melted
Will
like
it be well played
butter.
though?
Yeah, the health's starting to melt like butter now. They're just getting...
Oh, to the Fredrin! And he gets picked up as well! This Franco is a monster! And it's all she wrote, it's all crumbling down! Kimmy killing out Valentina, it's just Wacky and Isa left to defend. There's a minion wave there, but it's getting cleared as fast as you can expect. Oyster Sauce already respawned there, taking the distant route. 12-minute Lord is up, so I'm pretty sure that they're gonna take that now.
Yeah, they're going to go and take the Lord. That's where they're headed. It's a good idea. They're going to burn it down super quick too. Look at that.
Disciplined route. Disciplined route. They know they are indeed... Yeah, it's understandable that they would want to keep fighting, but then again, there's still combat capabilities for
Right,
the lineup.
as we saw
of
with the
the-
3v3, like when, yeah, for the 3v3 trade-ups, so it's definitely worth being the more cautious route. Now they can reset, come again with all of their skills and abilities, and health back up.
Yeah, they must protect that Moscow at all costs because
Sorry.
9.8k is actually really good considering the deficit that they are currently in. But then again, it's just the Moscow. Compare the gold to each other. Like majority are like 5 digits. Others are just like 7k there, but oh, are they gonna see a reliable pickup there? Bloody Hunt for the Valentina. Flicker out of here, just Immortality gonna get popped, Lux is gonna get picked off. Wacky also is 2 men down, 1 man for Glory Guild, but the minion waves is too much to handle. It's only Moscow TP just to accept their fate, and congratulations, Mojo 2 is moving on to the next round.
Very good stuff there from Mojo 2. Hard luck to 10xGG. They put up a really good fight in places, and
They did.
it was a great match. And the last 2 matches there have been really enjoyable. So it's Mojo 2 through. 10xGG will be out, but they still have, you know, they'll have another shot in the next tournament for sure. Unfortunately, that actually is both of 10xGG teams out. That's the first time that's ever happened on day 1, so hard luck to them, but they'll come again in the next season.
Round 1.
Yeah.
On round 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Both out in round 1, and that's never happened before in the arena. And yeah, oh well, they'll come again. It's happened to my guild. It's happened to all of the guilds at some point.
It happens,
yeah,
everyone's bound to fall at some point.
for sure. That's the beauty of the arena. Each time there's new teams, new players, and we always see a good outcome. Great performance there. Should we take a look at the stats before we wrap up for the day?
Yes, indeed, for the analyst segment there. I would really like to point out the early game of the Martis. It just really went into favor, completely into favor of Mojo 2. Just because of those 2 kills and a couple more later on, that just really set the tone for Mojo 2 to like really snowball into the fight, because this lineup is snowball favored. If you really shut them down on the early game, there's a huge possibility that they wouldn't be able to come back. But fortunately for them, like, they have the Freya, they have the Kimmy. Those 2 heroes really need their items in order to really dominate their lane, and that is exactly what they managed to do. They really kept the Moskov in check. Even though he got the MVP, he did get a lot of farm. Actually a good amount of farm.
Yeah,
for a
10,000
demonstration
for a team that
in
lost.
13 minutes, by the way.
Yeah,
in 13 minutes.
Yeah, that's good.
Even though they were able to try to protect the Moscow at all costs, it goes into the cost of the rest of the members of 10xGG
Right.
because they died a lot. They were in the area trying to secure control in like some parts of the map, but unfortunately, the pickoff capabilities is just so out of this world, especially coming from DeFranco. Have you seen how many hooks he has landed in that match?
Yeah, it was good. It was impressive, and
Yes,
unfortunately,
even a roamer.
unfortunately for Wacky, he was the one who got picked by those chains a lot.
Yeah.
He got pulled out into places he didn't want to be, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard.
Normally you wouldn't really want to favor a roamer kill because he's not really the most important person in the match. But hey, he was able to like make a difference. Then go for it.
Yeah, get what you
Because-
can. There's yeah.
Get what you can, especially if you can. Because
Right.
if you can't, like if you take a lot of time to take down that one person, then it wouldn't be beneficial. But in this case, that the amount of snowball for the Martis and the Kimi to have because of those items that they have the Berserker's Fury, the Glowing Wand. The Kimi is already online in like maybe 4 minutes into the match, as well as the Lilia for the burst damage there. You can take out literally anyone at that point. So yeah, they really know that okay, it's time for a kill. Who do we got? Feed the food to her babies, the Mama Franco, and just that's all she wrote.
That's
You know,
all
just
she wrote.
Get the one hook, and leave it to the rest.
Yeah,
And snowball.
And it
Because if
really
they're able
did help.
to-
It's the hook for one. It was brutal, but it's also timing it. Like you can just throw out the hook, throw the hook out every time it's ready. But if you do that, you won't have it in the perfect moments. And Franco seemed to have it in the perfect moments.
They really made the most.
Yeah.
They really made the most out of those hooks because like, even though if you land the hook, there wouldn't be any follow up. But like, all the members are at the right place at the right time.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like you can just throw a hook out and catch someone, but if your teammates aren't ready for it, if you're not in the right position for it, it's not as effective. But when it lands and it's a guaranteed kill, it's such a brutal tool.
If you see a hook onto something, all the members will like simultaneously
Swarm.
turn their heads on that hook.
Yeah.
Like you get the hook, you got a thing. And
Yeah.
you turn around, oh, there's a kill, get it.
It was.
And that's all you.
That
that's
was
all
the
you can
story
do.
of the match. Yeah, for
They
sure.
almost got punished because of due to the 3-on-3 trade right there. Yeah, they saw the power of the Moskov there. 6-2-1. Really good KDA for a loss there. But then again, 2 deaths. But what's that in exchange of like more than 6 kills for the rest of the team? Like
Right.
everyone getting slaughtered there. Like all the front lines are being melted down. That
Just to
there was
protect
no
the
protection left
Moskov.
for the
Yeah,
Moskov.
that's the
Being
problem.
Yes, being forced to go back and not deal as much damage as he wanted to do,
Yep.
considering that he has full items there except the boots.
Nice. Well,
Yeah, it's just
it was an impressive win indeed, and Mojo 2 move on. So I'll quickly read out the games for tomorrow. We're back at the same time tomorrow, 7 p.m. GMT plus 8. And the first game is Mojo 1 versus B4G1. Then we have BGR 2 versus Tag Inc. 2. Then we have Tag Inc. 1 versus New Guild 2. And finally, Glory Guild 1 versus Mojo 2. So, some very interesting games. Mojo and Tag, the only 2 guilds with 2 teams left in each. Everyone else... Oh no, yeah, Mojo and Tag. Everyone else has been whittled down to just 1 or none. So, exciting stuff. This is the first tournament where it will be possible for teams to meet each other in the final. So we could have an all Mojo or all Tag Inc. final. I don't expect that to happen, but it is possible for Season 6. So exciting stuff. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Same time for Mojo 1 versus B4G1. Thank you to my co-host Ray Ash. Thank you to all the teams who put on great fights today. That was good stuff. And thank you to all the viewers for coming and watching and supporting. There are very few Lootbox tickets left. I'll put the Lootbox... I've put the link in the chat. And I'll put the QR code up on the screen right now. There are not many left. So make sure if you are going to grab one, that you grab one pretty soon. Mojo sold out, Glory Guild sold out, Tag Inc. sold out today. So there is only Crypto Miliano, New Guild, and BGR tickets left of teams that can win. So make sure you grab one. You'll get a $2 share of the prize. Thank you to our sponsors. We have UGE, Underground Esports. They do our online bracket hosting. We have Listo. They are basically a digital passport and accreditation service, and they have a really cool platform. Go sign up to them. And Lootbox Fund, our viewer reward tickets. You already know about them. I've already explained. So yeah, make sure to grab one, and I'll leave this up, and I'll leave the link in the chat. Catch you guys very soon.
See ya.